Who are all these people?
I dropped the link in the chat, so I've been doing that at the end
Which
of
chat?
in the live chat on the stream.
Oh, well, someone sent it to 4chan.
Oh, did they? Have you hosted many streams? You've never invited me on one of your streams.
I've invited you on tons of my streams, you lying little bag. Several times. I always put the join link out.
But it doesn't count because I didn't turn up.
Posted them to you on Skype, I'm sure.
Yeah, at like 2 in the morning my time or something, though.
Well, it's not my fault that you don't keep suitable hours.
So, you know.
I'm just waiting for the media to blame straight white males. You know it's coming.
Well, it's all their fault.
I think they tried to, like, during it.
The patriarchy. I was just going to say.
Well, Black Lives Matter is a feminist organization. If you go to their official website, they're writing her story and, you know, all the feminist shit, feminist language. So
I expect as much.
They are very feminist.
I remember a couple of years ago doing a video response to a young communist feminist giving a speech. I think it was FIST, Fight Imperialism, Stand Together, or something like that, right? And she was almost in tears describing how I think it was North Carolina, apparently there's a law in which a man can drag his wife to the court steps on a Sunday and leave her.
On a Sunday? Just a Sunday?
Yeah, just a Sunday. And so I did some research online trying to find this law, and I found that it was listed on 2 websites which basically had all the same content, and anyone could just leave a law there, like a weird law. There was no need to prove that it was legit. Yeah. And one of the laws on this website for North Carolina or wherever it was that all horses must wear pants. You're not allowed to keep your horse in a bathtub. So, you know, it seems legit. But she was almost in tears. It was so fucking funny. So anyway, it's an open house. We've got open topics. I think the topic we fell on at the start when we were talking off air was, is Peach a double agent?
A double agent of what? I guess I missed that.
A secret feminist, a closet feminist.
So she's already she's already a gender traitor, right, by being an anti-feminist. So the question is she an anti-feminist or an undercover feminist?
I mean, basically, we've already seen her betray one side. How do we know she won't do it to us? Exactly. It's a bit like you never start dating a woman you were having who was cheating on her husband with you. And then you go, I wonder why she cheated on me.
She just said
it's like this for feminists. Do you have a vagina? If the answer is yes, then you are a feminist by virtue of gender.
Yes,
so you are already a traitor.
I've been labeled by feminists as a feminist, but no, I've never been to
be oppressed.
Yeah, but Rox has been labelled as feminist too.
Now, she said she's never been a feminist. Now, that's exactly what an undercover feminist would say.
Exactly.
What more proof do you need? Yeah, so that was a conversation stopper.
My apologies, everyone. Continue.
So before Bearing told us all how moist he was,
the moisture update.
I was talking about what it's like to be in one of these SJW mobs, and I was raised very in a very socialist, like a very progressive house. Like my dad was. My dad, he's mostly English, but he's a quarter Mohawk, and he really looks it. He's very visibly Native, and it was always Native issues, like about about how the white people came in and ruined what Aboriginals had going on and this and that. And I grew up and in fact, when I was 18, my dad took me to Cuba so that I could see the last country to stand up against American imperialism.
Oh, so you've been to Cuba?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking sucks. It's a drag.
I do get channeled information through, but if I can't confirm it with scientific stuff, I'm not going to put it out.
Scientific stuff. Sounds legit.
So come on, guys. Scientific stuff is the best stuff out there.
It really is.
All right, let's continue.
When this happened on our evolutionary path, we now had the planetary consciousness of a 14-year-old girl.
So did you hear that?
Planetary consciousness
of a
14-year-old.
Of a 14-year-old
so
girl.
We were just hitting puberty and getting naughty.
The humans were pure and perfect, and they had the consciousness of a 14-year-old girl. And who do you think the Martians represent?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's the dirty, horny old men.
Yeah.
those dirty men. Dirty men.
The Martians were an incredibly male species, and also very old. So what you had was a 14-year-old girl being taken over by a 60 or 70-year-old man. We had...
First example of rape culture.
I'm sorry, that sounds very familiar to a faith, but I can't think, what faith is it? Never mind.
The first ever example of rape culture, clearly.
Because,
Mm-hmm.
Because just always correct.
Emails, of course. Yeah.
Well, Stacey's one of the heads of the Illuminati. That's why I invited her to this hangout to expose her. So, deny it all you want, it'll just prove that it's true.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, that's what someone from the Illuminati would say.
Exactly.
Part of the Illuminati.
Well, you know damn well we were married. And you know damn well it's your obligation, okay? You think that you can run to another planet and escape fucking child support?
Wait. Run from another planet.
Yes, she's a Martian who is married to Trump.
Yeah, they were married on Mars.
Didn't you know this?
Yeah. And he's running away from alimony. Like, he ran from Mars not to pay her child support.
Well, surely our planetary laws don't apply to Martian planetary laws. It
doesn't work like that.
Clearly not.
Doesn't work like that.
Patriarchy must exist on Mars too. We should free and liberate all the Martian people.
Yeah.
So do you think she's a Poe or legit?
Fuck knows.
All right, let's go on.
You have to pay child support, Donald. You have to pay spousal support. And in Mars, we have something extra. You got to pay for my mother and my father and my cousins and all the cockroaches.
Oh my God.
Look all over the place. There's signs. Because, he's not into this stuff, so he's not aware to see that there are signs and symbols everywhere. So as we're driving to the airport from LA, the entire street, there's all these signs. And anybody who's in LA right now, you can go down the street, headed to the airport. Which street is that?
The streets are literally filled with signs.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah, they actually...
And it's very good to follow them. It's a very good idea.
Like, that stop sign is obviously a message from the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all...
The foot soldiers of the patriarchy. The foot soldiers of the haters are just a group of whiny The foot soldiers of the haters The foot soldiers of the haters
But when you identify yourself publicly, you are essentially committing thought crime, and you're doing so in direct opposition to a very powerful clique, or what is essentially a legalized mafia. But you're taking activism, and it's much more personally dangerous, and it reaches a lot of people that you wouldn't reach online, because online the fight over gender politics happens mostly away from the view of the public. Right, that's one big thing about the internet, is that you can have all these arguments on all these topics without most people seeing it. When you bring things into an offline space, you do the same thing that most advertising does, and you inject it directly into the lives of unsuspecting people. That's what I think offline activism is.
Actually, you can't. Badgerophobia doesn't exist, so because they've all historically, badgers have been the oppressors as well. Even though they are the welfare queens, they have been the oppressors in the past. So, badgerophobia does not exist. So
speciesism is prejudice plus power.
Exactly. And otters historically have never had power.
What about the Ottoman Empire?
Oh my God.
That is a splinter group that has nothing to do with us. Just because it's I know you're probably a bigot, so you probably associate that thing with it, but like they're a splinter group that have nothing to do with us. They may sound like us, but they are not us. Like again, they are totally different. God, typical.
Just took you all on a journey to get a beer. I hope it was fun.